Okay, hi Libra. So I pulled a card for you. We have the Ace of Water. It's interesting. So then we have on the bottom healing. Sorry, there's like stuff floating around. Just because how the light is coming behind me, just like revealing everything. So, all right, and then the messages we have are taste, redesign, look in ... tending planted seeds, traditional music, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, 5G, what's next? Question mark. And then Wonderland. So this energy, I'm gonna look into this more for you specifically, but this has been showing up several readings, like this kind of glowing orange energy representing some kind of like precious energy, like something sacred, like an Easter egg, or like in Cancer's reading, they were diving deep to find their Easter eggs, their eggs, their soul's inheritance in places that they were buried emotionally. And then in Gemini's reading, there was an energy, like a golem like creature hovering over something precious and sacred. It was quite a disturbing energy. So we're gonna look into that for you. I mean, like, what a beautiful energy. It almost looks like the Cancer energy, like finding the egg. Look at that blue dragon. Like, that is a water dragon finding something. Okay, then we have the healing card. In the message of Gandalf came through earlier when I was going to do a different reading for you, actually, but it didn't work out. It actually felt like it was more of a reading for me, like just how it was, like it was interesting. So but it came through for you, Libra. So I'm thinking those messages are important for you, but that wasn't your reading. This was the reading that you needed. But he's wiser now. Look at that. And the first one, it was a boy. It was a youthful boy holding a stick. But now look, this is what came out. Like, it's a bigger stick. It's an older man. He's got a cloak on now. Like, this is the Gandalf. The youthful energy was talking about being in that first stage where they were in the mine. And Gandalf was pausing to figure out where they were going next. He was listening or feeling the wind out, like he was paying attention to the wind. Yeah, there were two directions, if I believe, and he remembered what direction they were going because of the wind. So now we have taste, which is a sensory thing. Taste. Redesign. Redesign your taste, your spiritual taste, your creative taste, your fashion design, your something. Okay. Then look in ... tending planted seeds. Look into your planted seeds, the seeds that you're tending right now, because these are already things that you're probably nurturing, because we have the water dragon here, which means you're probably watering something. So something is in these planted seeds. Then we have traditional music. And immediately there's a Celtic sign right there on this one. But earlier, just about an hour ago, I came across a synchronicity of mine with a man playing a Mayan flute, which would be traditional in a certain way to like certain cultures, you know. Okay, then we have Wi-Fi dot dot Bluetooth dot dot 5G dot dot what's next. So this is like just how like things transform into something new when it's needed as the culture evolves, as we evolve as a society, as technology evolves, as information evolves, like connection, the connection of information between different things, which to me, like this, like tarot and stuff, and this is like helping connect information. I've actually noticed between all of the videos that I've done, this is like my first round of videos for this channel. And Libra, you are the last one that I'm doing. So I've already done 11 other videos for each sign. And I've noticed like themes between all of them. Like there's like this huge story taking place, and it feels almost like overwhelming when I'm like seeing like, I feel like I'm just seeing things and like the connection between certain signs, like what's going on. And it's almost overwhelming. Like I don't know what to like how to make sense of certain things. It just feels like way too much information. And I think this is what this energy does right here. Maybe you're just taking in a lot of information. And in your previous reading, it was about pausing. He was trying to find the way through the mine, underground, in darkness. But a healthy trek, obviously. It's not something that's like, I wanted to say perverted. It's not something perverted. Or like shadowy, like prohibition type stuff where things just move underground, like toxic behavior. Not that drinking is toxic behavior, but you know what I mean. Like when you outlaw something, it doesn't disappear. It goes underground. It becomes a shadowy event. When you outlaw certain information, certain connections, it doesn't disappear. It finds a new avenue. And in the Lord of the Rings, obviously, we had people wanting the ring. And that was why they were ultimately traveling underground for a pure intent. So taste. I just want to say taste the rainbow. Taste. Redesign. Redesign your taste. Taste is being redesigned. Traditional music. Your taste in music is changing. Would be healthy to bring in new music. It'll help like alchemize the energy. Traditional music. And I was getting the Mayan flute, and then we have the Celtic. Traditional music for like culture, like traditional cultural music. I'm not talking about like big instruments and like that kind of traditional music, like culturally traditional music will help bridge connection. Oh, interestingly, my guidance for today, for me, was very cultural, and it's why I chose to wear what I'm wearing, even with my bones. Bridging cultures in a new way, in a healthy way. Even if it's being done underground, there's a pure intent here. Look into your seeds that you're planting, that you're watering right now. Has water right here, right next to him. I was just thinking about this earlier. I was talking about this in the Gemini reading. This right here is from a Pueblo woman made it. She even has her little signature red bead on there. If you can see it. Yeah, there it is. Gosh, I don't know why it's so dusty. I'm sorry. It's like, yeah. So Pueblo in this river, and she told me, well, if you want to hear the whole story, you could, like, I don't want to repeat it because that was Gemini's reading, that was their message, but I was in Albuquerque and I was at the Pueblo Museum and I watched a buffalo dance, and they had these Pueblo women that were around in like a circle, and they were jewelry makers, and they made their own jewelry. It was their jewelry, and she was telling me the story of how she made these earrings. And she was telling me that she goes down to some river or some lake. I can't remember what it was, but that's what just reminded me of this. She told me that she got the seashells from the river that created this. Like, that's what the white pieces are. And then this is black onyx. I forgot what this part is. Redesign. You're redesigning something, creating something new, maybe with natural resources from your environment. Maybe there's something you can explore in your environment that's going to be precious, that you can build with and create with, in this like watery energy. Oh, and the dragon has a seashell right here. Huh. Seashell. Okay. Okay, and then Wonderland, which is like Alice falling down the hole, which is kind of like what I feel right now. Like, after I've like gotten so much like information and just seen like weird, just not even weird, like profound in some ways, interconnection between like readings, like almost like unmasking people or energy, like eerie, like goosebumps. Wonderland. So maybe you're falling down a hole in some way with something, feeling like Alice. Brought me back to the Cancer energy, falling down a hole, diving into something, finding something precious. The eggs, I'm not sure if I already said it, but the eggs to me represent your soul's inheritance, the stuff that is divinely yours to hatch in this lifetime. It's born of you. finding those, falling into Wonderland, into the whole. Looks like it's either you're doing this already or it's going to help you become like this like Gandalf energy. Got a snake around the top of his staff. I'm wearing my little snake today too. Okay. So snake energy is not bad energy. Every energy can be good and bad. Every energy has like a light and darkness to it. And this is, I feel like I've told this story so many times to so many people. Snake energy represents our medical system for a reason. Like, the snake can be one of the most venomous creatures and it can kill you, but it's also, its anti-venom can create the medicine. So it's like that Chiron energy, like your deepest wounds can be your greatest healing. And actually, like, you become a wounded healer. Like, that's where you can find like your deepest medicine and give it to other people. Like, you can help people heal from the wounds that you've endured, like those deep, deep wounds, those deep, diving deep, finding the medicine. Like, maybe getting into your snake energy, like understanding like that, the balance there, finding the anti-venom, and understanding your venom. Like, that's also very powerful, especially when like people have like run over you or stepped on you. And I'm bringing this up because this reminds me of the Cancer energy, which allows itself, like when it's disempowered, it allows people to run over it over and over and over again. And I feel like that would be, Cancer is probably the energy that needs to understand how to bite the most, how to understand their venom the most. Okay, so Wonderland. Maybe also just like, I feel like I got intense there for a minute. But like helping alchemize the energy with like your inner child. Maybe like watching some inner child, some like kids movies, I feel like I probably need to do that right now too. Just like I feel slightly overwhelmed by everything that I feel like I'm seeing, and like I've kind of like seen between all the signs, like just this, there's something like being connected, and I'm really stepping into this energy right here too. In my own life, looking and seeing where the connections are, understanding why I'm seeing certain connections, why they're showing up, why. Like when you're seeing connection, why? That's a good question to ask. Like, not to ignore it. Like if you see it like over and over again, why is it showing up? Why? Like, ask those questions. Yeah. There's something precious here. Whatever that means for you, find it. And I would recommend, you don't have to obviously use your discernment, but the Cancer's reading is all about diving deep, becoming a whale, and finding those eggs wherever they're hidden. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave it there, Libra. I'm gonna do my own like stuff and alchemy that I need to do right now. And just kind of like ground everything. So I hope that you got something from this, whatever you needed here. And I will see you next time. Bye, Libra.